Okay, for grammar today, we were going to do page 81 on irregular verbs have. So the important thing to know is that have and has can be helping verbs. A helping verb comes before the main verb in a sentence. Use it with a singular subject. Use have with a plural subject and with I and you. So my grandmother have visited many doll museums. One museum has displayed a 500-year-old doll. But that doesn't make sense. My grandmother have visited. My grandparents have visited. That seems incorrect. Circle the verb in bold type that agrees with the subject of the sentence. Oh, okay, so one of these does not agree. That means that when you have a subject that's a singular, remember we talked about singular and plural. Singular is like single by itself, one thing, right? Plural means more than one. So if it's one thing, if it's one person, one thing, the verb that you would use is has. My grandmother has, my dog has. But if you're talking about more than one, or a plural subject like the girls, that's more than one, the girls have. Then you use the form have instead of has. So has is for singular and have is for plural. So if it's more than one person or thing doing the action, then you use the word has. If it's more than one, you use have. If it's only one, you use has. Okay? So use has with a singular subject. That's the most important thing to remember. If it's one person or one thing, use the word has. If it's more than one, you're going to use have. Or if you're using I and you. I have. You have. Other than that, it's the word has, okay? So let's do number one. My grandmother, that's one person, and it says here, look what it says. Use has with a singular subject. Singular, grandmother is one grandmother, not many grandmothers. So it's my grandmother has collected many dolls. And if you read it to yourself, you will see that the other one doesn't make sense. My grandmother have collected many dolls. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound right, right? So sometimes we can just tell by listening, but that's the rule. So if you have a singular subject, you are going to have has as the plural, as the verb. Her friends, that's more than one. So since it's more than one, we use have. Her friends have given her some old dolls. Now we have the word I. Remember, the exception to this plural thing is with I and you. So if it's with I and you, you're also going to use have. So I have helped. Instead of has helped, I have helped. Okay? All right, so finish the last three by yourself. On the back of that page, write has or have. Priscilla is one, so Priscilla has. Her brothers are more than one. Her brothers have. Maybe you, and we said with you or I, you're going to use have. So maybe you have seen dollhouses. Then at the bottom, write a sentence about a doll that belongs to someone you know. Begin your sentence with an uppercase letter. End your sentence with a period. Okay? Finish that.